The Too Slimy video. This should be funny. I cannot believe that he likes this shit, bro. I can't believe it. Before we start this review, let me read to the people on YouTube what he said, what he texted me. It's all from this video. Not gonna lie, I have never seen Fantano react like that. Ever. I texted him, I had a feeling you were gonna like this one. Then he said, I went back to it and a few of the tracks are fire. It's growing on me a little bit. So, let's see what he says about this, guys. I just don't understand how you could like this, though. The distortion is so crazy and the bass is so high.
Hi everyone, Cozy Boy Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of this new Too Slimy album, High Anxiety. Here we have the new debut album of, I believe, Oklahoma native Too Slimy, a rapper who I saw for the first time weeks, if not a few months ago, randomly popping up on my Instagram Reels feed with a video not too much unlike this one. In fact, it may have been this one. It's hard to tell. The guy's always kind of rapping and flexing at very much the same convenience store with a booming trap beat turned up to 11 for that full rage effect. But there was something...
Thank you for saying 11. It's not even a 10, bro. It's an 11.
Different about Too Slimy in this current landscape of blunt rhymes and ultra distorted trap beats, even with artists like Osama Sun as well as Che taking things to the extreme this year.
You gotta put Rascal 51 in there. But I don't think he's tapped into blood. That's where I come in, guys. I will be putting him on blood. And he will like a few songs, trust me. He'll like Charlie Murder. He'll like the new single that just came out. He'll like a few other ones. But make sure you guys follow the Twitch, by the way, if you guys want to be in that stream. I will make it happen. I'll try to make it happen before the end of the year. If not, it'll happen in January. But make sure you follow the Twitch. The Twitch is down below in the description.
The noise and distortion levels in Too Slimy's music are almost comical, to the point where I presumed this vertical video was some kind of like parody or remix. But Too Slimy's sound is actually real and he is deadly serious. And while his presence may be relatively...
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's serious. Like, he's serious. It sounds like he's trolling. With the volume of it, with the flow. He has zero flow. The mixing is terrible. The voice is so much louder than the beat. It's like, I just don't get it. It's like, it's comical.
Slimy's sound is actually real and he is deadly...
Yeah, Jet, send me the 3. I'll do it after this.
Serious. And while his mix... But Too Slimy's sound is actually real and he is deadly serious. And while his presence may be relatively obscure now with about 50K followers on Instagram and about as many monthly Spotify listeners currently, his music definitely points in a direction that a lot of Rage's most buzz...
He grew then a lot. Because he was just at 10,000, I remember, I think, before the album or when it came out. Now he's at 50,000? Shit, bro. I'm not going to lie, guys. I think he's going to blow up. I think he's going to really blow up, if I'm being honest. Just because he has that recipe of people. When people really love you and people really hate you, like me, I really hate his music. I have a strong disdain for it. I think he's the worst rapper alive. That's not an exaggeration. I literally think he's the worst. When you have two of those things, you're going to blow the fuck up. And that applies for anything. That applies for YouTubers. That applies for just about anything you can think of. I could use myself for an example. People really hate my takes. People think I've got the worst takes ever. Then people really love my takes. Believe it or not, guys. People really do love my takes. I've gotten it in person. People have told me that. So, he has that. And then he has that cult following. Then he has that, like, he has the type of music that people don't just like. It's either you really hate it or you love it. They love it. People are saying he's better than Drake, and they're not joking. Like, people are not joking when they say this. Some people are, but there are people that are dead ass about this. When you have that strong of love, it's like you could really blow up, bro. Sad. It's sad to say, but I think next year he'll be in a lot of conversations. So
listeners currently. His music definitely points in a direction that a lot of Rage's most buzzed about artists are headed in right now. Even hopping on beats from producers that are very popular in the scene at the moment, like We Gon' Be Okay. Now, if you're at all, for whatever reason, unfamiliar with Rage at this point, it is a rap subgenre that has been gaining steam over the past 5 years and was really put on the map by artists like Playboi Carti. It's a style that has often been highlighted for its aggressive sound, nihilistic vibes, and abrasive mixes, and Slimy embraces all of these characteristics to such an extreme that he, honest to God, has tracks that are closer in vibes to a basement power electronics performance than anything you might dare categorize as rap music.
that's a good way to describe it.
I mean, it's basically noise, and I don't mean that in a mom and dad saying, hey, turn that noise down sort of way. I mean in a way to where the sounds of this music style are getting so brutal to where dudes hovering over distortion pedals and contact mics on a concrete floor are not sounding that much nastier. You could take tracks on Slimy's last mixtape, for example, like a Saddest Story, which sounds literally like
He heard that album?
some obscure noise producer screaming random proclamations over searing walls of distorted bass, as well as booming beats and random vocal delays and sound effects flying throughout the mix. It honestly makes some experimental artists' music sound tame by comparison. Now, I will also say there are some relatively
Facts. He makes Osama Son's music seem like nothing. It makes it seem the distortion is just on a different level on this album. Psychotic is a 0. Psychotic's distortion and bass level is a 0 compared to High Anxiety.
tame and conventional sounding
It's pinned in the chat.
rap cuts on this mixtape too. And by comparison, High Anxiety is a much more focused effort in terms of there being a pretty uniform style and sound across all of the tracks here. As I think Too Slimy tries to find a bit of a middle ground between his most extreme and accessible influences. But in the end, he still ends up with a result that by modern rap standards, modern rage standards even, is pretty out there. Because I do think this album delivers some of the most intense auditory abuse you could subject yourself to in 2025. Now, the entire thing here is 13 tracks, 23 minutes, which I think works.
Works? Oh my gosh, Fantano. No way. It works? How? How does this work? Bro, something like this, the album should be like 5 minutes, bro. 10 tops. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think he will be versatile? Like, do you think he'll switch it up? Because this is the thing that people love. And I doubt Too Slimy fans are in need of him switching it up. But, like, you guys know that it comes to a certain point where you do have to switch it up in your career, or people will bring it up. So what do you think? He is? I hate you guys sometimes. I really do.
Now, the entire thing here is 13 tracks, 23 minutes, which I think works because anything longer than that I think would be asking a bit too much of the listener. And Slimy doesn't exactly ease fans into the vibes either, as the intro track is firing on all cylinders, even with this little synth intro that sounds like something you would get out of some digital Christmas music box knickknack, nestled in a mix that sounds like it was pulled out of some kind of 10-year-old
Why do you compare it to Christmas, bro? This shit's evil.
boosted, deep-fried meme. And Slimy's voice slices through all this mayhem with neon-colored autotune and disorienting vocal delays, too. And for as unforgiving as this track is, I'm actually surprised to catch as much structure and detail in it as I do, because you get these repeated refrains of bring.
There is zero structure to this, Fantano. What are you talking about?
Much structure and detail in it as I do, because you get these repeated refrains of bring 'em out, these beat transitions.
He gets it and you don't. It's okay.
So there is most definitely a controlled chaos element to Slimy's performances and writing here. It's not random. And I actually found that a lot of the songs in the track list here don't blend together as easily as you might think, given how loud and distorted they all are. Like the opening sliding synth chords that kick off I Serve Bass would grab attention following any song.
That's what I'm saying. Do y'all genuinely like Too Slimy? That's what I'm saying, bro. Balties, F and 7. Yeah, they actually do. They actually do. This isn't a joke. Wow. This is genuinely concerning. We have completely lost Fantano. I liked him. I thought he was pretty cool. I thought he was very smart. And now we have this. Why do I feel like he's gonna... I'm not gonna say it, bro. I'm not gonna predict the rating. I respect him more now. Fantano's getting smarter. He is smart. You're acting like he's on some fuck shit. He's acting like he's dead. I mean, might as... Never mind, bro. I'm not gonna wish that on him. But it's like... There's no way that anyone can convince me that this is good. This is trash is an understatement for this album. And I tried. And you guys know the level of distortion I like. Or I'm used to. Osama-san, blood, Che, loud shit. This is crazy. Dude, relax. No, I will not relax. I will not, because now this is going to make him 10 times bigger. Thanks to this man. Thank you, Fantano. You have now gained... You are a huge reason now to his success. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
And I was actually blown away, too, by how many bass frequencies were coming through in these mixes, even with them sounding as fried as they are. I mean,
It's not subjective, bro. This is objectively ass.
Would grab attention following any song. And I was actually blown away, too, by how many bass frequencies were coming through in these mixes, even with them sounding as fried as they are. I mean, for example, playing the track Rock in the car, I was a little afraid I was going to blow a speaker because the bass was so deep and loud and rumbling.
I wonder what car he has.
We get very much the same level of volume and
does he have a tattooed ring on his finger?
This was so deep and loud and rumbling. We get very much...
Is that Sharpie?
The same level of volume and intensity on the start of In Her Jaw, too. Kind of made me feel like I was watching one of those, like, decked out car stereo system tests on my phone. So I'm not really sure whether or not this record underwent a very careful mastering process. Maybe I'm wrong. Another song that really grabbed my attention in the track list was Rolling Off Molly, which kicks off with these really sticky and catchy anthemic
He's delusional, bro. He's lost it. He's completely lost it. You guys don't understand. This is somebody that I grew up watching, bro. I loved his reviews. I thought he was very, very intellectual. I thought he articulated his opinion very, very well. And now he listens to this. Wow. R.I.P. Fantano.
Guitar-like lead melodies and stuttering hi-hat and snare patterns that kind of made me feel like I was at a lightning bolt show in 2005. But if you could take Brian Chippendale's voice and run it through some auto-tune, this is all maybe even more so the case for the following Pop-A-Lot, which feels like if you could do a trap remix of an early Dan Deacon song, and again, raise the distortion all the way up to 11. Now, with all that being said, as thrilling and as interesting as I found this album to be, it's not without its flaws and shortcomings. For example, not every track here is complemented with a beat that is as versatile and dynamic as the one on the opener. Tracks like...
Yeah, it has zero versatility. Like zero. Literally, 0%, -% versatility.
Shoot at You, as well as Red Moon, kind of fly by without much of anything memorable to speak of. The feature on In Her Jaw that I mentioned earlier is one of the weakest moments on the album handily.
What is that? Is that the Isaiah TG feature? I skipped it. I missed a lot of... apparently there was 2 features on it. I couldn't even handle it. Like, I couldn't... What was it? It was Isaiah TG? Yeah. Oh, so he's saying that he had the worst feature? Like, he had the worst... Like, Isaiah TG's feature was the worst moment on the album?
And given how Extremity is kind of this project's selling point and how many of its best highlights are defined by that characteristic, some songs do feel like here and there they don't go far enough. Though I still could see a song like that being possibly a gateway into Too Slimy's music for some people. But yeah, overall I did have fun listening to this album and found a surprising amount of highlights vocally and instrumentally. The project ended relatively strong as well, with cuts like OMG, which kind of sound like my speakers are melting when I put it.
That's the one good song on this album. That's a good one.
On. Yeah, those
W. Fantano.
High range frequencies kind of feel like I am having tinfoil shoved in my eardrums. But I can readily acknowledge that this project is absolutely, positively not going to be for everybody. And ultimately, I just found it very funny and very entertaining that this style of music is just accidentally becoming noise, which I think provides noise producers maybe with a
I don't think it's accidentally though. Like he's doing it on purpose. That's the goal. The goal is to see, okay, how much of music theory can I not follow at all? How bad can I make this track? How can I rot people's brains? How can I take it a step further? That's what it is.
Accidentally becoming noise, which I think provides noise producers.
I like Blood. Yes, Blood and Too Slimy don't make the same type of music. They don't. I understand the similarities, but they don't make the same type of music. Too Slimy uses a lot more bass, has zero flow. You guys don't get it. You don't get it, bro. You don't get it.
Maybe with a very...
You guys are the delusional one. You guys are doing the same thing right now that you guys did in the Too Slimy high anxiety reaction. You guys were spamming the chat. First off, it was the most active I've ever seen the chat, right? And then you guys were like, oh, da 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 da. No, bro. You guys were trying to make it seem like I don't get it. You guys don't get it. You have lost your mind. Yes, you all have. And that gave me an idea of that's gonna be the thumbnail. Oh no, that's gonna be the title of this video. Fantano has lost his mind. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, that's perfect.
Fun and possibly game-changing opportunity here. I'll leave them to figure it out though. But yeah, I'm feeling a light to decent on this album. Transition, have you given...
What?
You guys see Hard Rock?
What was that? Give us a number.
Let's go.
Does that mean a 0?
I'm feeling a light to decent on this.
Is that a 6? Didn't he give Psychotic a 6? Wow. 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 That is insane. Hello?
I predicted it. I predicted it. Oh my god. Wait. Dude, I predicted the number as well, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. I predicted the fucking number as well. I predicted the fucking
Here, out of
I
your.
can't I
You.
can't
All it
y'all called
means.
me crazy. Y'all called me crazy.
You are crazy.
I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right. I knew it. I knew it. I told you. If he likes Rainbow Bridge 3, oh, what the fuck? If he likes Rainbow Bridge 3, why am I saying it like that? If he likes that, he would have loved Too Slimy. And guess what? He did. He did.
I don't know, bro.
I I deserve 2 album requests now for this. And also because it's my birthday.
You do. It is your birthday. Happy birthday, Destin. Everyone say
Hey, hey,
W
hey, hey, hey,
Destin
hey.
in the chat.
I
Um,
request I need an album for my birthday and an album because of my prediction. Because you called me crazy, and he was like, he would lose all of his music credibility
he
if
does.
he.
He
No, he doesn't.
does.
No, he
He
doesn't. No, he doesn't. He
does. Yes,
gained
he
more. He
does.
gained more. He
No,
gained
he
more.
did not. He didn't
He
gain
gained more.
more credibility from this.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Oh yeah, and also put this in the Fantano video so people can spam again. Destin was right. Destin was right now, not is, was right.
I gotta hear
Was, not
Rainbow
is.
Six. The thing is though, oh, Rainbow Sage 3, whatever it's called, Rainbow Bridge 3. If it's
I'm
anything
telling you,
like,
I knew it because after I watched that review, I was like, oh my God, he likes distorted stuff. Oh my God. So
I
that
like,
means he was
wait, wait,
probably like,
wait. Okay, hold on. But I like distorted stuff as well to
you
the
haven't heard.
extreme.
No, 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 no. Listen. No, 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 no. Listen. That album is distorted to hell. Okay. It is distorted as fuck. It's even more distorted. It's distorted, right? Okay. Like it's loud as fuck. I knew, I was like, oh, wait, he likes this album and gave it a 9. When you react to that album, it's a 9. He literally gave it a 9. I don't think it's a 9. That's the thing. I don't even think it's a 9. But he gave it a 9. I was like, oh my God, if he can give this a 9, he can give Too Slimy a high
I want
ass rating.
I want Fantano to explain to me what he hears. I don't get it. I don't think I ever will. I think you guys are wrong on that though. Like you, because you said I will come around or something like that after I hear Rainbow Bridge 3 or whatever. I promise you, no matter what I hear, I'm not coming around to this album. I promise. I promise.
Oh, yes, you will.
No.
You got
So
to
so
now.
okay so
Even
so so you know how you predicted the number and Fantano liking it. So do your prediction. We'll leave this in the video. Will I ever like Too Slimy? If he keeps doing this sound, that's what I
let me
was
guess. I'm not,
the high
let me
anxiety
do an
sound.
impression of you. Let me do an impression of you. Let me do an impression of you. Oh, this is just slop. This is terrible. I'm never gonna like this. If I ever like this, I'm going insane. 2 months, 3 months later, oh my God, I was so wrong, guys. I know, I switched up. Forgive me. I know, guys. I know, I switched up. I know.
That's what I sound like?
Nah, I just can't really do a good impression, but right now you're like, oh, this is distorted slop. You're insane if you like this.
Yes.
Then 2, 3, 4 months, you're gonna be dancing, jumping around with no shirt on, with swamp ass, by the way. Okay, You're gonna be jumping around. I'm telling you.
What? I don't
Yeah.
think so, bro. I don't think so.
Hey, if Fantano says it's good, then it's good.
So
I'm just
you
gonna say that.
guys, okay? So there's this. I think there's this running joke going on.
There's
I
not a joke.
I think it.
Okay.
No, I dead ass think one of you guys got Fantano in on this.